Hi sweet friends, and welcome to a new yoga class. This is another unedited video. Today is January 1st. Happy New Year! We made it and survived. We've made it to 2021. Happy New Year. To begin, come to a comfortable seated position on your mat. You can move the fleshy part of your bum away from your sitting bones. You can even sit on a bolster or a block or a blanket to lift your pelvis and bring your knees down slightly. To begin, just begin coming home to yourself. So close your eyes, breathe. Exhale. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. With your eyes closed, you can make a mudra if you'd like with your first 2 fingers. And inhale very deeply. Hold at the top. Exhale, release any stress and tension. Inhale, light. Hold at the top. Draw your shoulders down your spine. Lift your neck up. Exhale out your mouth. One more time. Inhale. Hold at the top. Elongate your neck. Exhale. Take a deep breath in and we'll take an Om. First we'll take 1 breath and we'll do it on the second breath. To heart center. Consider your intention. Could be for this year, or it could be for this class, or today. Let's have a moment to give gratitude to all the teachers I have learned from, and for this class today, and for this brand new year and the opportunity that it holds. I hope that you have many blessings in your life and that this year proves to be one of the most fruitful years yet. So to begin, come over onto all fours, onto your hands and knees. Then take your knees out to the edge of your mat, press your hips back, and sit on back into child's pose. Bring your arms to come forward, and bring your head to come down to the mat to rest. Breathing in and out through your nose. Lift your head up and begin taking circles, moving your body in a circular motion. Your hips come forward, up as your chest lifts, back and around, coming back to your heels. We'll do that a few more times, awakening your pelvis, awakening your spine. Oh, feels really good. 2 more in this direction, and we'll reverse it. as fast or as slow, as big or as small, as feels good in this moment in your body. I got some hips popping and cracking. This one really awakens and lubricates things. You can also roll up your mat to pad your knees. Good. Now come to your ankles, or you come to your knees, and you can either sit on your heels or you can tuck your toes and get a toe stretch at the same time. Find contact with your sitting bones. Draw in your navel. Bring one hand out and just bring your fingers back towards you, getting a nice stretch here before we begin flowing and using our wrists and our hands. It's nice to warm them up. Don't always do this, but when we do, oh yeah, just a little extra yumminess. And go ahead and take your thumb and pull it back as well. Then release and kind of open and close. And let's do the other side. Sitting up straight, draw your shoulders down, elongate your neck, draw in your tummy. Breathing in and out through your nose throughout the class with the Ujjayi breathing, using a louder exhale. Good, now go ahead and stretch back your thumb. Feel the stretch there. The thumbs often get so tight, especially nowadays with our cell phones. We're constantly using our thumbs to swipe to like. And our index fingers, maybe we'll get those a little extra too. Yeah, okay. Then open and close your hands and make little wrist circles. Going one way and the other. Now, take your thumb, grab the fleshy part of your hand, pull it down towards your wrist and hold it there, and very, very slowly extend your fingers forward and try to stretch your hand forward. This is also a structural integration move that I learned from my beloved husband, Gerald. It feels real good. Let's do it one more time. Stretching it nice and slow. Good. Let's do the other hand. Taking your thumb, grabbing as much of your hand flesh as you can, your skin, and then pulling it down towards your wrist and slowly bring your hands to come forward. I went a little quick there. Let's do it one more time. So you're grabbing your hand, drawing it down towards your wrist, and then holding that fascia or that skin and slowly stretching your fingers forward. Good work. Now come to bring your hands to point towards your fingers to point towards your knees. So you're kind of coming down into a cat and cow, but with your hands in the opposite position this time to give our wrist a stretch. Your knees are under your hips. And you can sway a little side to side. And let's inhale here. As you gaze up, bring your chest up, bring your head up, your gaze up, and your tailbone up. Look up and breathe, draw in your tummy here. Reverse the curve. Draw your tailbone down, draw your core in, draw your head towards the mat. Release and let go. Inhale, look up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, look up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, look up. Exhale, draw into yourself. Bring your hands to walk forward into puppy pose, leaving your hips and your knees exactly where they are. And just slowly walking your hands forward, coming to where's comfortable. You can start first by bringing your forehead to the mat. Relax down into the weight of the earth. Release any worries. staying here, or you can begin bringing your chest towards the mat, walking your chin to come in contact with the mat. Your arms slide a little bit more forward here. Breathing. Try to release your shoulders a little bit down your spine. Breathing in and out through your nose. Draw in your core. Now, bring your hands near your head and press yourself back up, or you can walk back up, whatever feels good. And we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So press your hips up and back. Now have bent knees to start and lift your tailbone up to the sky, and then slowly lower one leg, slowly lower the other leg. Begin pedaling it out. This is our first one of the class, so take it nice and slow. Today we're going to be opening up our hamstrings and trying to find a little bit more flexibility. I don't know about you, but I got mine a little tight last year, so now I'm working on opening them up and gaining more flexibility. We can always use more openness in our pelvis and in our legs. So today we'll be exploring that. Go ahead and release your neck down towards the mat, gaze up towards your navel, and draw your heels down towards the mat. It's okay if they don't touch, coming to where's comfortable for you. Breathing in and out through your nose. Engage your quads, engage your core, draw your shoulders down your spine, and when you're ready, look forward and slowly walk to the front of your mat. Here, you can bend one leg and bend the other leg. Bend both knees just to start. Bring your hands behind your legs and relax. Just relax. You can shake your head, make little circles, shake it yes or no, whatever feels good. Then place one hand down. Placing your left hand down, that's what I'm doing first. You can do your right if you like. I'm going to bend my right knee and keep my left leg straight. Begin rotating my chest up towards the ceiling and gaze towards my fingers. And so gaze up towards your hands. Release the right arm down, switch sides, straightening the right leg, bending the left. And bring your hand to heart center, turn your sternum, bring your arm up, and gaze towards your fingertips, breathing here. Yeah, release that hand back down, bend your knees, and just slowly ragdoll. Come up one vertebrae at a time. Completely relaxed. And slowly roll up into Tadasana, into mountain pose. And we're going to flow a little bit. Inhaling your arms above your head. Exhale, arch back ever so slightly to start. Slowly lower down into your forward fold. You can have bent knees, or you can straighten them. Inhale, finds a flat spine. Exhale, step your right leg back, coming into a low crescent lunge, lowering your right knee, your right foot. And for the first one, we're just going to stay here. Your gaze is forward, your shoulders draw down, your hands are still in contact with the earth. Feeling that stretch in your psoas, feeling that stretch in your front hip and your front side body here. All throughout this region. Drawing your right hip forward, your left hip back, trying to square your hips off ever so slightly. Engage your core. And shift your weight back, bring your hips more in line with your right knee, and extending that front leg, keeping your foot down to start. Breathing here. You don't have to fold forward just yet. We're just kind of opening up nice and slow. And then flex that foot. Feeling a different sensation in your hamstring now, I'm sure. And each side's going to be different, and each day is going to be different. A lot of it depends on the temperature, the climate, your body, how you slept, how much exercise you did, if you're weight training. There's a lot of factors that contribute to our flexibility, and it's best just to have patience and allow the body to open up at the rate that it wants to without forcing or pressing. Okay, let's step on back into our plank, raising the right knee up, step on back into plank, slowly lower low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping your right leg forward, bringing your left knee down, your left foot down, as we come to the other side. Drawing your left hip forward, your right hip back, squaring off your hips, gazing up slightly or forward. Draw your shoulders down, engage your core. And see if you can't try to focus that stretch in the front of your hip there. Breathing into any uncomfortable sensations. Exploring anything that feels really nice. Breathing in and out through your nose. Good. Now begin shifting your weight back, coming into the half splits. Leaving your foot down to start, your hands down. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward, squaring off your hips, feeling it deep into your hamstring now. This side, for me, is a little bit tighter. I don't know about you. Sometimes our dominant side can be a little bit tighter as it's worked more. It's also our driving side, as Gerald pointed out, that we drive with our right foot. We often have that pattern. Okay, now lift your foot up, your toes up, flexing your foot. Feeling a different sensation now in your hamstring, maybe all the way up into your pelvis even. You can engage your quad and bring your toes back even more if you like. But try not to go too far this first time. Okay, when you're ready, transition back into your plank. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Breathing here for 5 breaths. Draw down your shoulders. Gaze towards your navel. Engage your core. Lift up from your pelvic floor. Put weight into your first finger and thumb in the palm of your hand. Engage your quads. Good. Switch your gaze to look forward to the front of your mat, and you can step, jump, or walk, whatever feels best. To jump, you just bend your knees, transition your hips back slightly, look forward, and boink. Jump to the front of your mat. Good job. Inhale, finds a flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Straight or bent legs, whatever feels good throughout the practice, okay? Shake your head. Yes and no. No. And yes. Inhale, your arms down, around and out. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll do that again, adding on. Inhale, your arms above your head. Exhale as you begin arching back, exploring further this time. And swan dive forward. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, this time lead with left. Left leg back, low crescent lunge. Left knee lowers. And try to straighten out your pelvis And this time you can bring your hands to your knee or inhale your arms above your head. Gaze up towards your fingertips, draw in your core. Breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply. And open up to the right, twisting here. Gaze over your right shoulder. Use your legs to draw in towards one another. Inner thighs magnetize. We just rhymed. Inhale your arms up and open up to the other side now. Gaze over that other shoulder. Come back down, bring your hands to the mat, shift the weight back, and come back into the half splits, this time with your foot flexed right away. And feel that sensation. You can use blocks here or books to bring you up higher. And if you want, you can even begin trying to fold a little. And when you do, try to have a flat spine. So even if it's only here that you begin feeling the sensation, that's okay. So you can just begin bending your arms slightly and eventually bring your head down. Breathing into any tight areas. You can even rotate your heel ever so slightly. Good. Come back through and come back to your plank. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This time stepping your left leg forward. Bring your right knee down, right foot down. Staying here or coming to the same place you did on the other side. So bring your hands up to your knee and inhale your arms above your head. You can gaze forward or to advance, gaze up towards your fingers. Draw in your navel. Draw down your shoulders. Breathe in love. Breathe out light. Breathe in love. Breathe out light. Exhale your arms down. Frame your foot. And shift your hips back, coming into that half splits. Go into the same place that you did on the other side, or at least trying to. Sometimes it's not as accessible one side to the other. Breathing here. Excuse me, breathing here. Bringing your right hip forward, your left back, trying to square off your pelvis. Good, that felt really yummy. And now we flow, so step back to your plank, slowly lower chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze up towards your navel. Bring your right foot in towards the center of your mat. Inhale your left leg up to the sky. Open up your leg in a three-legged dog. You can first have squared off hips to start. Feeling that deep into your hamstring. And then you can open up your pelvis and explore a little more length. Lowering the leg down as we do the other side. I hope you all can hear me okay. First with a squared off pelvis. And if you want to open up your pelvis so that you can raise your leg higher, feel free. Lowering your leg down, coming to make contact back in your downward facing dog. And this time lower your forearms down and explore your dolphin here, just feeling a deeper stretch in the back of your legs. Draw in your navel, draw your heels towards the mat, Lift your sit bones up. Coming back up into your downward facing dog, looking forward and walking or hopping. In front of your mat, inhale, flat back. Exhale, draw in. Bring your arms down, around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to do that one more time, adding on, and then we'll move to a different sequence. So let's go. Inhale, your arms above your head. Exhale as you go back, back bend. Coming forward into your forward fold. Draw in. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, lead with the right leg. Right knee down. Find your way into your Crescent Lunge. And this time, you're going to draw in your stomach. You're going to knit in your ribs. And we're going to begin placing your hands at your heart center. And you can stay here with your arms up like normal, or you can begin arching back, finding a back bend. Shall we? Okay. Engage your right glute. Engage your core. Find a point of focus. And release out of it. And come back into your half splits. You're going to keep exploring this motion. You can rock your hips from side to side here. And then fold over your leg. Good. Now bring your foot out to the corner of your mat. Bring your back leg up. As we're here in our lizard pose, bring your chest forward. And if you'd like, bring your forearms down. Bring your chest forward. You can even bring your knee down and your leg down if you'd like. And if you'd like, we can begin walking this left shoulder under the left leg. And begin kind of lowering down even more, bringing your chin down in your forearms. Good. Coming back up. Of course, you don't have to go that far. And in the future, we'll go further. So now let's bring that other leg in, coming back into our low crescent lunge, popping your back leg up, flow back to plank, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward, other side, low crescent lunge. Coming into a regular low crescent lunge or exploring the back bend. I like to engage my glutes slightly, magnetize my thighs towards one another, draw in your core. Try to find space through your ribs and your stomach. Bring your hands to heart center and begin arching and lifting. And release out of it and come into that half splits. Trying to square your pelvis off. And I like to rock a little side to side sometimes, opening up a different part of your hamstring. Maybe there's something kind of sticking and you want to explore it, go for it. And when you're ready, folding over that leg. And begin bending that knee as you come into lizard pose, bringing your foot to the outer edge of your mat, your hands on the inside, bringing your left leg out to start. You can rock a little forward and aft, fore and aft. And coming where you did on the other side, staying upright or coming to your forearms here, getting a deeper sensation throughout your pelvis. You can lower your leg down now. Bring your chest forward will help you feel that sensation even more. Good. And now if you'd like to advance, you can begin moving the right leg in, your right shoulder under, and then kind of come down a little bit closer, coming onto your forearms. And bring your chin down. Feeling it deeper into the whole of your pelvis. Good work. Coming back into your plank and slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward. Here, coming down into your forearms. And bring your toes forward and aft ever so slightly. Good, and then relax your legs down, feeling it through the back of your hamstrings, lifting out through the back of your sitting bones. Pressing back up into your downward facing dog, gaze forward and hop. On your mat, inhale, flat spine, exhale, draw into yourself. Bring your arms down, around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good work. All right, so now we're gonna flow a little bit differently. So inhale, your arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat spine. You can even find a flat spine. Exhale, hop on back to plank. Slowly lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward in between your hands. Draw your left foot down at an angle. Come to stand up. Bring your arms out to the side. As we come into triangle pose, popping your left hip out, your right hand down. Bring your left hand to heart center, and then bring it up to the sky. Gaze up towards your hand. Feel the sensation in the back of your hamstring. Breathing in and out through your nose. Gazing up towards your left fingertips. Draw in your navel. And reverse it. Bring your left arm down, either on the inside or the outside for a deeper stretch. Bring your hand to heart center, and then bring your your right arm up, gaze towards your fingertips. Breathing here, feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Then release your arm down and step your left foot in about 1 foot. Readjust your feet. And now we're in a smaller stance for pyramid pose. First, let's come up. Then bring your hands out to the side. You can interlace them, or you can try to bring your hands to touch. Like that. Once you have it, engage your core. Lift up from your pelvic floor, lift your chest up towards the sky, draw your shoulders down, and begin hinging forward. Try to bring your right hip back and your left hip forward, square off your pelvis. Come in where's comfortable, maybe this is it. And that's okay. Otherwise, coming down to fold over your leg. You can either gaze towards your toes, or I like to release my neck. Whatever feels best. Breathing here. Draw your shoulders down, bring your elbows out slightly so your hands can come closer. Engage your quads, engage your core. Release the bind from your hands and frame your foot. And now fold, but lift up your back left heel. Breathe in. Lower your heel, lift your right toes up, and gaze forward. Come up on your fingertips if you like. Good. Now twist and rotate so that your foot, the lateral edge is on the lateral edge of your mat. And begin walking your left foot out and sink your hips on down, coming into Skandasana. Coming up at first, sitting upright. And just kind of feeling in that stretch. You can even take a bind, bring your arm around, grabbing hold of where's comfortable, gazing up. And when you're ready, you can lower your pelvis down to the ground. Release the bind and open up your right arm against your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Pardon that I'm not facing you. And now begin kind of walking forward slightly. Bring your forearms down, kind of at an angle here. Good. And then press yourself back up. Coming into a wide-legged stance, and then rotating and coming back into your plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forward, and then your left foot forward. Come up to a flat spine. Bring your hands to your quads here. Bring your shoulders down, find a nice long spine, elongate through your neck, and then exhale, release down. Down, rounded, up we go. Hands to heart center. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. Okay, let's do the other side. Inhale, your arms above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Step your right leg back. And we're going to come into that triangle pose. So first, let's just kind of come up to a standing position. You might have to readjust your foot slightly, finding the right distance for your height and your body. My neighbor's playing some music. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's divine. So go ahead and extend your arms out to the side. Bring your right hip out to the side and slowly lower on down. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up. I like sometimes to bring my hand to heart center so that I can rotate my chest and then look up. Great. Gaze up towards your fingers, drawing your core. Breathe in peace and love and light for this new year. Exhale. Let anything go that needs to go. Breathe in love and light. Exhale. Love and light. Inhale, peace. Exhale, peace. Rotate, switch to the other side. Bring it your hand. Right hand comes to the outside or the inside of your foot, whatever feels good to you. Bring your hand to heart center. Gaze up towards your left fingertips. Try to square up your hips slightly. Feel the stretch throughout the back of your hamstring. Release your arms down as you bring your back foot in to come into a shorter stance. Use your core to draw you up. Bring your hands out and you can interlace or you can find prayer hands or Namaste hands behind your back. Namaste. Now draw in your core, square off your hips, and begin hinging forward, trying to have a flat spine here if you can. Stopping where it's comfortable, using blocks if needed. props as needed, or slowly lowering down, finding the back of your hamstring, opening and releasing. My hamstrings are open and flexible. This year, it is easy for me to open my hamstrings. This year, it is easy to go into the splits, the front splits, the back on each side, and the middle splits. Let's affirm it. Let's own it. Release your hands, place them by your foot, and then lift your back and heel off the ground as you feel a different stretch in your hamstring. When you're ready, release that heel down and lift the front toes up. Feeling a different stretch here. You can fold or you can gaze forward. I think we gazed on the other side, so I'm going to do that here. Coming into Skandasana by kind of rotating your foot slightly, walking your other foot out, and sinking on down into your hips. Taking the bind if you did on the other side, and opening here. Feeling it now. And releasing your sitting bone down to the ground. It's okay if your hips a little lifted. Feeling a little slightly different now that you're seated. Good. Release your bind and just open here. Open to the possibilities of the earth. Open to the possibilities of this life. Open to the possibilities of more flexibility in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. And then just bring your forearms down kind of at an angle here and release your neck. Good. Bring your hands to the inside of your foot. Come up into a wide-legged stance. And bring your hands to your waist and come up. Finding what's comfortable for you here. For the first pose, we're going to release down. You can come towards comfortable, just dangling. You can use blocks or props, or eventually bring your head to the ground. So draw in your navel, create length, it'll help you. Sucking in your stomach will help you in your bends and forward folds. And when you're ready, tilt your pelvis, raise your sitting bones, lower your spine, and dangle. Bring your hands in line with your feet if you can. And if you're ready, bringing your head down to the ground. Feeling it in the back of your hamstrings, opening up through your pelvis. Lift up from your pelvic floor. Engage your Uddiyana bandhas. Forgive anyone that needs forgiven, and forgive yourself. Good. Press up to a flat spine. Adjust as needed. Bring your hands to your pelvis and come up. Excellent. We're going to repeat that. Folding forward. This time your hands stay on your pelvis for the entire time. Breathing here. Enjoying life. Yeah, good. Use your strong core, your strong legs to come up to a standing position. We're going to repeat that again, but this time bring your arms out to the side. Interlace your fingers as such. Draw your shoulders down. Got some nice music. Engage your core. And when you're ready, begin folding forward. Bring your head down to the ground if you can, or to wherever's comfortable. And then begin bringing your weight forward slightly and bring your hands forward slightly. Relax your shoulders. Release here. Maybe they touch the ground today, maybe they don't. It's okay. Coming back up to standing. Drawing your feet in slightly if you need to. Bring your hands to your waist. We're going to do it one last time for deep. Bring your hands out to the side. You can bring them to your waist if you like, and slowly lower down. Grabbing onto your big toes with peace fingers. Dangling where it's comfortable. Good. And then coming back up to a flat spine. And coming all the way back up to stand. Bring your feet together. And this time, sit on down. Coming into Tadasana, into our seated forward fold. First finding staff pose or Tadasana, sitting up nice and tall. Remove the fleshy part of your bum away. Make contact with the ground. Bring your chest up. Engage your core. Bring your hands by your side. Look down slightly, find length. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale as you fold over yourself into your forward fold. Relaxing here. Opening up the backs of your hamstrings by pushing out through your heels, finding more length. Go within. Come home to your divine essence. Give thanks for all that's past. Give thanks for all that's to come. Good. Slowly roll up to a seated position. And then draw your right foot in towards the inner thigh. Draw your right knee down towards the mat. Try to square off your body and your hips over to the left leg. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale, bring your chest down towards your leg. Good. Relax, release. Try to straighten off your body and your chest. You can even bring your chin down and gaze up for a deeper stretch. Or you can relax. Good. Coming up, and this time bending your right knee and then bringing that knee down and in line with your body. Then lift this right leg up. You can use a strap here to assist you and draw it into wherever's comfortable. You can even adjust your pelvis slightly forward and then interlock your fingers or wherever's comfortable, grabbing your hold of your leg, the back of your thigh, whatever's accessible here. Feeling the stretch first, gazing up towards your toes. And if you'd like, you can begin bending your arms, bringing your leg a little bit closer, trying to keep some length in your spine as you bring your chin towards your shin. Good, releasing that leg out. And now grabbing the outer edge of your foot and just kind of opening up your leg here. Sitting up tall. Good, you can even kind of open up a little bit. Giving a little twist. Excellent. Releasing your leg down. Taking it to the other side, extending your right leg out. Bringing your left foot to the inner side of your thigh first to start. Bring your chest and your body over your right leg. Inhale your arms above the sky. Exhale, fold over yourself. Pressing out through your heel. Draw your shoulders down your spine. Engage your core. Engage your core as you come back up. And adjust your foot so it's in this position now. Kind of a half hero, if you will. Good. Now, adjust your leg and your sitting bone and the flesh is needed. And first, we're just going to come to that stretch just a minute, see what it feels like. Sometimes I adjust my pelvis a little forward. It helps you find it a little bit easier. A little cheat. Coming to what feels good. My right side's a little tighter here. And bending your arms, coming to wherever you can. This side's a little bit harder for me. Oh. Good. And relaxing, releasing, and then grabbing the outer edge of that foot, opening it up, sitting up tall. And you can even open up your arm and get a little twist here. Engage your core to help you. Good. Releasing that leg back down. Now you're going to extend your legs out to either side. Coming into a wide-legged position. Good. Opening up your knees, kind of rotating them up slightly, and begin walking forward to where's comfortable. Maybe that's here today. Maybe it's on your forearms to start. That feels real good to me to start. I'm going to stay here to explore that. All right, let's take a cleansing breath. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale as maybe you lower a little bit lower. Do it again. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale, lower down a little more if you can. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale, relax. You can do that again if you'd like on your own. Good. Pressing yourself up and walking over to the right side, kind of on a diagonal, horizontal to your foot, and lower down. Maybe you can walk a little closer to your foot now. Maybe you can even grab the outer edge of that foot. Feel a nice stretch here. Bring your right arm into the inner edge of your thigh. Your left arm up and over. Breathe. Going deeper on the exhale. Walking back up. And walking to the other side now. Nice and slow. Breathe. And maybe you come to the other side. Breathe. Exhale. In this position, that side feels tighter. It's funny how that can be. All right, coming back up through. And now bring your legs a little bit closer so that you can grab the outer edge of your feet. So find where that is. Maybe you have to bring your legs in, grab them, and extend them out to see. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, it's about here for me. Grab the outer edge of your feet, bring your chest up, breathe in,
And exhale, holding onto your feet as you lower down. Now, of course, if you can't go this far, it's totally fine going to where you can today. Opening up your hamstrings, opening up your pelvis. Good. And slowly come up. And we're going to transition. Bring your hands, bring your legs in, coming into butterfly or a diamond shape here. Bring your feet to touch. Bring your chest up. Sit up nice and tall. Lower your knees down slightly. Good. Now come on over, coming onto your hands and knees, and then bring your right leg out to the side. Bring your left leg out to the side, and slowly open your pelvis here in a frog position. Ribbit. So opening your knees, bring your feet in the same vertical line as your knees, and opening up your pelvis. Rocking a little if you like, slowly kind of lowering down a little bit more if you can. You can try that breathing technique to help you release and go deeper. Going within here, slowing down the breath. Fix my hair. Good, and then slowly pressing yourself up, bringing one knee in, bringing the other knee in. Knees come out wide, step on back into your child's pose. And slowly walk yourself up. And here we're going to be doing a little bit different things with a strap. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, then you can use what you have, which is what I'm going to do today. So first, coming to lie down on your back. I got wild hair, right? Bring your shoulders underneath you and extend your left leg out, extend your right leg up. Here you can use your strap, put it around your foot, and then slowly walk your leg in. Now if you can also not use the strap and use your arms as a strap. If you have the flexibility, then you can reach for your calf or your foot, your ankle, whatever feels good. I like my ankle, then my shoulders are down on the mat. Stretching your hamstring here. Grabbing the outer edge of your foot, opening up through your hip here, opening up to the right side. Again, we can use the strap here, going to where's comfortable. Feeling it through your psoas, feeling it through your hamstring. Breathe here. Draw your shoulders down. Engage your core here. Bring your leg back through center. Grab the inner arch, and as you bring it to the other side, hit the wall. So I'm just going to move my hips over slightly. There. Gaze over the opposite shoulder. Feeling it through the IT band, through the hamstring. Feels really nice and juicy. Your leg knows how to open. All right, good. Coming back to thread the needle. Bring your knee out to one side and bring your hands in and hold on to the back of that thigh. Open up slowly. Release as we take the opposite side. Breathing here, rotating your ankle slightly. Grab the outer edge of your foot, draw your leg out to one side. Feeling it through your psoas, through the front of your pelvis here, as well as your hamstring. Bringing it across to the other side. Switch your grip, switch your gaze. Now here you can bring your legs straight up if you don't have access to a wall near you. If you have one that's readily available, come over to the wall. Bring your legs up. Bring your strap with you. And kind of scooch your hips up towards against the wall. Place the strap around your foot, and here just bring your leg forward slightly. It's a variation of what we just did, with a little bit more support. And you can flirt with kind of walking it a little bit forward, flexing the foot, pointing the foot, feeling the different stretches as you flex and point. Different sensation in your hamstring. Then bring your foot out to the side. Holding here, opening towards comfortable. And flirting, bringing it through different ranges of motion. Maybe it feels good to draw it out. Maybe it feels good there to flex and point. Good. And now, kind of coming into a happy baby type position. And if you don't want to use the strap, you don't have to. Good, and let's do the other side. Of course, if you have more time, you can explore these longer. These are some nice little stretches you can do at the end of the day before bedtime to wind down. Flex and point your foot. Extend that leg out slightly. And maybe even tick-tock it, going down, coming back up. Going down, maybe stopping halfway, pointing and flexing. Opening. And then coming into that half happy baby with the strap or with your hand. Drawing your knee down towards the mat, your foot is flexed and kind of pressing up, almost in opposition here as you pull with your arm and your foot comes up and you can get a deeper stretch. And then release the strap, bring your feet kind of in a triangle position here. You can even press your knees out slightly. Good, then bring your knees to shut, roll to one side, and let's go into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Extending one leg out, extending the other leg out, extending one arm out, extending the other arm out. Draw your shoulders down your spine. Release any tension in your jaw. And just relax. Breathing here. Breathe in love and light into your brain, into your third eye. Breathe love and light and clear vision into your third eye. Bring love and light and clear vision into your crown chakra. Back into your third eye. Use windshield wipers to kind of wipe away anything that blocked your vision last year. Breathe love and light into your throat chakra. Imagining blue. What would you like to say this year? How would you like to speak? Breathe into your heart chakra, in your heart vicinity, in your chest area, breathing green light. Open your heart. Soften your heart. Release any tension in your heart. Soften your heart. Fill it with love and light. Replenish. Breathe into your solar plexus, into this area, breathing in gold and yellow light. Exhale, allow that light to shine bright throughout your entire body and beyond. Inhale again. Exhale that golden light. Carrying it down into your sacral chakra. Orange light floods your womb and your sacral area. If you're a man, in your stomach. Carrying it down into your sacral red chakra, feeling secure, feeling good, feeling supported by the earth here. Releasing any negative tension. Breathe in white light from the top of your head through the bottom of your feet. Flood your body with light beam. Let this light travel from your feet up to the top of your head. And relax here. Calm your mind. Staying here for as long as you'd like, or begin wiggling your fingers and toes, coming to draw this practice to an end. Not every practice has to be about a crazy advanced posture. It can also be about opening and releasing. We explore a little bit more of that today. Roll to one side, make a pillow with your arms. When you're ready, slowly press on up to a seated position. Good. Maybe you want to come into your lotus pose now. To my right leg. Left. Good. Alright, close your eyes. Bring your first finger and forefinger to touch. Draw in your navel. Breathe in on the count of 7 and hold. Exhale fully.
Hold. Exhale, release. Again. Inhale your arms above your head. Exhale your hands to your heart. Namaste. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for practicing with me. This is Christa with artisticvegan.com and Yoga with Christa. And I've got a whole bunch of new classes in really beautiful locations. As soon as I get to my computer, I look forward to editing them and bringing them to you soon. Thanks again for practicing with me. I love you so much, and I hope you continue in your yoga journey. Namaste.